Hello, hello. Well, hello, all you jolly happy people out there. This is Jeannie with me and you on the couch. And what I want to say is thank you for subscribing. Please ask others to subscribe and listen because this is just something else. This things are that are happening nowadays. It's just like really sad and it's not good for future generations. Now, when I was a kid back in the 70s and 80s, there was at least things that everybody agreed on, okay? And the things that everybody agreed on was for everybody in America. I don't get it because now, people that have things and, they have the best of things, they want to just not even count the people at the bottom. I don't get it. So that's why we are reading this book as a book. Yes, some people are intimidated by the Bible. Some people don't even know what it says and then tries to say this is what it says and they are way off. Okay? But me personally, I like to do the study Bible part and the life application part because it breaks it down. Okay? So like I said, the last video was part 6 of the Ecclesiastes. Okay. And so if you're not caught up, you can go back and listen to that and then come back because today I'm just going to do the New Living Translation study Bible part and the life application part for Ecclesiastes, and we are in number 6. Okay. So the book that I'm using, if you want to get it, or if because I think this is a wonderful translation. So I like using this one. And this is the Tyndale, Tyndale, the New Living Translation Parallel Study Bible. Okay. So it's the New Living Translation. It's just the way we talk, me and you right now, nowadays. It's like a conversation. It's not intimidating unless you are just a person that doesn't believe in anything. The only way this book would be intimidating to you is if you know what you are capable of. Okay? And if you know you did this or did that, people don't want to read it. Okay? We need people to read it for practicality. Okay, yes, we reading the Bible and we getting more insight and everything, but we need to read this book to get some kind of practicality back in our lives. What I mean by that is there are some things that we should be able to agree on. Okay, I don't understand it. It's like it's going way, way off to the left. I don't mean that as a Democrat. I'm just saying. Okay. But what I'd like to do now is I'd like to read the New Living Translation study part and then the life application study part. So that's at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read the actual chapter and then the next video I'll read the bottom. Okay, because I don't want my videos to be longer than 30 minutes. Okay, so here we go. The New Living Study Bible part for Ecclesiastes number 6. Okay. So for 6 verses 1 and 2, this unfortunate man parable resembles part 4, 7 and 8, and part 5, 13 through 17. It is a sickening tragedy when someone succeeds but then cannot enjoy these things. Such a person has missed out on the only available benefit of success. And see, that's one thing that people don't understand and realize. If you keep your success and you keep on growing on it, you will become more fruitful. Even if you don't believe in the Bible, or even if you're an atheist, even if you're a Black Sabbath, I don't care. If you apply this principle, in your life, you're going to get something. What it say? Such a person has missed out on the only available benefit of success. is that you enjoy your success. You can't just have success and not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then give it to somebody else, you know? Okay, so here we go. This is parts 3 through 6. 100 children and be very old. That's just the subject for this one. Okay. Such honors as fertility and old age amount to nothing if life is not enjoyable or does not end well, a decent burial. The darkness of being born dead is preferable to a discontented life. Now look at this, y'all. It's better to be born dead, okay, than to have a discontented life. That means you cantankerous, no matter what, it wouldn't matter who smiled at you or anything. You're just so discontented with your life. You even discontented with your life and you got money everywhere. You guys got to find out what that is, because we can change that discontented life thing. We can change that, you guys. Okay? So people never seem to be satisfied with what they have, no matter how much it is. Let me read that one again. What did it say? It says, people never seem to be satisfied with what they have, no matter how much it is. I'm happy with what I have. The reason why I say that is because I had a chance to change myself for the better. Had nothing to do with church. Had nothing to do with none of that. Reading this book helps people do that. Okay? If we can find some kind of happiness in our life, that's worth everything. Because you could be rich, what it say, but you ain't never satisfied. And we all know that. See? Just like that, we can agree that people that have stuff is never satisfied and they always want more. See, I'm not like that. I don't know why God did that to me. There's a lot of people out there like me like that. Who finds contentment in what they have. You have to. If you don't, then what do? You know what you do? You try to find something good in your life. Especially with hoarders. Oh my goodness. Hoarders, this is a very good example of hoarders. And then when they have to clean out their stuff, they want to go through each and every little piece of paper. They want to know what this is, They want to know how many pencils they got. One of these, they don't want to throw it away. Because they feel like if they throw it away, then they are missing out on who gave it to them or the value that they bought it for. And see, we can do better than that. We could do better than that, okay? So, here we go. So, okay. So, this is part 6 through 8 and 9. Are wise people really better off being wise? Yes, as long as they enjoy and are content with what the Lord has provided. With what the Lord has provided? With what society has provided? No. Sorry, that was wrong. Okay, so what the Lord has provided, what the Lord allows you to get. Now, He blesses the good and the bad. I don't understand why people don't understand that. He's saying there, he grow up the chaff with the wheat. They're in the same branch, the good and the bad, the wheat and the chaff. But they grow together. Then you take the wheat, put it over there for some good stuff. You take the chaff and you put it over there for anything you want to make with it, or recycling, or throwing it away. But the chaff grows also. Please understand that. We really don't understand it, but just you got to know it. And then people react to things off of a hairpin. I mean, something can be that small. And then people go off on it, and then they kill somebody and We can do better. We can do better than that as people who are breathing. I'm not talking about people in church or people out of church or people who are believers or people who are non-believers. I'm not even talking about people that are anything. You can be anything you want to be and read this book for wisdom. Look what it say. What it say here? It says, are wise people really better off being wise? Yes, as long as they enjoy and are content with what the Lord has provided. Fine. With what you provide for yourself. Fine. Everybody's not a believer, but everybody can read this book. Did you hear me? Everybody's not a believer, but everybody should read this book. So, the only way being wise is a good thing is as long as you enjoy and are content with what has been provided for you. I'll say it just like that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to the 10th verse of 6. Okay, so God's sovereign rule over everything is sobering, but it is ultimately a source of hope. See, it's the source of hope because you know that the good times are coming, even though it's bad right now, because that's what happens to people on the earth all the time. It was horrible when what's her name was murdered by her fan club woman because she was using her money and stuff. What's her name? Bitty bitty bum bum. You know the song I'm talking about. Bitty bitty bum bum. When she was murdered by her supposed fan club president, man, everybody cried. Man, I'm telling you, everybody cried all around the globe for that beautiful woman. Okay? I could fall in love with you. I forget her name. But how long has it been now? Look, people can talk about her now. You know, you still got that little twinge in there when you talk about her. But you can talk about it now without just breaking down. The reason why I say that is because that's what hope is. Hope is the things that we don't see that we know are out there. And if you see the cup as half empty or half full, you see the cup as a half. See? It doesn't matter if you say it's half full or half empty. It's still half. People that don't think like that, it's just crazy to me. It doesn't matter if you think it's half full or half empty. It is still a half. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to verse 16. Everything has already been decided. Can we get a grip on that? Everything has already been decided. Okay? It was known long ago what each person would be. No use arguing with God about your destiny. It's already there. Now, the reason we say it's already there, because God already know what's in the future. He's the best predictor of future. Okay. God is the best fortune teller there is. Why would you go to people down here on earth you know ain't no good and you're giving them your money? Well, unless you just, supporting the person and make sure the person has enough money to live their life. If not, you go to this book for your destiny. Everybody don't believe. Everybody ain't going to heaven. But everybody needs to be wise and practical down here on earth. Okay, that's what we need to do. Okay, now I'm going to go to the life application side. Okay, so the first one starts for 6, number 1 through 6. Okay, the person has died without being able to enjoy his wealth and honor. Everyone dies, and both rich and poor end up in the grave. Many people work hard to prolong life and improve their physical condition, yet people spend little time or effort on their spiritual health. And I don't care if you don't believe, you still have a spirit in there. Your spiritual health, how short-sighted it is to work hard to extend this life and not take the time to prepare for eternity. Now, like I said, there's a lot of believers out there and everything. There's a lot of people that don't believe. There's a lot of people that ain't going to heaven. There's a lot of people that don't believe in all that. But this is common sense. Drink Kool-Aid, y'all. That red Kool-Aid. Y'all know that y'all like that red Kool-Aid. Okay. So, if you don't believe in preparing for eternity, then your spiritual health is part of your mental health, your moral health, your emotional health. That's what it's talking about. Now, we as believers, we know we are preparing for eternity because that's what we believe, that's what we receive. Now, people that don't believe, that don't want to agree with that, it's your mental health. It's your spiritual health has to do with your mental health, your moral health, okay? And your physical health. All that has to do with spiritual health. See, you do not have to be a believer or go to church to read this book. But it would be best for you to read this book so that you could enjoy your life. You know, there's a lot of people who get taken out of jail who go right back. They want to go back. The man said thank you to the police officer who arrested him because he didn't have nothing to live for outside of jail. You know, he got out here in this world. He don't know the technology. You know, he can't get a job. The only job he can get is something that's really, really odd and pays really, really low. So the man wanted to go back to prison because that was the only place he could function in. That's sad. We should be, every person that comes out of prison, in prison, out of prison, doesn't matter if it's a life, if you're on death row, or you're getting out in 18 months. Everybody should have a GED before they get out of jail. Then they can build on that GED. Then when they build on that GED, they're going to feel better about themselves. And then they are going to want to know how to fix their spiritual health. Okay? You can fix your spiritual health with all kinds of books out there. But they all are influenced by this book. Yes, they are. Because this book right here shows you self-love. It shows you loving your neighbor. It shows you loving your enemies. Okay? Because if you love your enemies, they ain't got to know you love them. But you ain't going to bother them. And if they bother you, you ain't going to try to get retaliation. See, that's a part of spiritual health, not getting retaliation. My goodness. And then this is my kicker. Okay, Obama president for 8 years. Oh, is he going to give reparations? Is he going to be the black president that gives out slavery reparations? That should have been done long time ago. If I was giving my family slavery reparations, I would be on the stock market and everything by now. Okay, it's time for somebody to wake up and say, this is not right, and this is what we got to do. We have to work on our spiritual health, mental, moral, okay, and future. That's the way you work on your spiritual health so that you can feel more positive about yourself. Whoo. Okay, so let's do the last one. Living application for part 6. Okay. Oh no, I got a couple more. Okay, here we go, guys. God knows and directs everything that happens, and He is in complete control over our lives, even though at times it may not seem that way. How foolish it is for us to contend with our Creator, who knows us completely and can see the future. God is the only best future reader. All them other people, they can't do nothing. But this one right here, He knows. Okay, so I'll give you an example of myself. I was deeply in love with my ex-husband. Deeply. Okay. He accused me of cheating all the time, and I never did. If I did cheat, there's no way I can look you in the eye and tell you that, because I'm not a liar. You know, I'm a horrible liar. I'm glad I am, but I'm a horrible liar. Me lying to somebody would be like, girl, please, that don't even sound right. I tried to lie to the bill collector the other day. Lord, telling her I can't pay the bill till 3 months. Then all of a sudden, right in the next sentence, I told her I'd get paid tomorrow. I am not a good liar. So if you want to tell me something, if you want it to stay secret, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Because, you know, it's just a part of my spiritual health. Ha! See, it's part of my spiritual health that I don't lie. It's a part of my spiritual health that I don't bogart, that I don't try to take people over. Okay? It is not my spiritual health to go out there and try to scam and scheme people. I'm just not good at it. And you know what? I'm glad about that, because there's a lot of people that are good at it. And they're okay with us being good at it. No. Okay? So, what does it say? It says, God knows and directs everything that happens, and He is in complete control over our lives, even though at times it may not seem that way. How foolish it is for us to contend with our Creator, who knows us completely and can see the future. Okay? So here we go. That was the life application part for part 10, line 10. Okay? So I've got a couple more over here. A little bit more of the study Bible part, and a little bit more of the life application part for number 6. Okay? So 6:11, more words, the less they mean. The more words you talk, the less they mean. Every time I hear this certain person talk, I just can't believe people are actually agreeing with him. He should be in jail for the doggone run on the White House. This lady parked her car outside the White House. They killed her before she could even breathe. And then the other president let them just come on in. Thank God. Thank God Miss Pelosi knew where to hide. And then what? They beat up her husband. Why ain't nobody been caught for that yet? Okay, so when you talk more words, this is the reason why I say that. Because that one person, that's all he doing. Talking all kinds of words. All kinds of words. And it's going to come out how he won. Because that stuff was crazy. And if he win again, then we know that something is going on somewhere. And then the lady said, every penny of the RAC is going to Donald Trump. So why would anybody else ever run? Why would you lose money, the money you work hard for, if you know they're just going to give every penny to Trump? What kind of crap is that? I don't understand. So then it says, I'm sorry guys, I need some red Kool-Aid. Look, mixed with Fiji water. Okay, so it says, who knows? Who can tell? These questions have already been answered. Our days can be best spent in wise living and in enjoying our work and God's gifts. What will happen on the earth is what has already happened. Okay? And one thing else I want to say about the earth. The Bible say everything gonna pass but the earth. And we're predicting, these meteors gonna hit us and all that stuff. See, even if they do hit us, the earth will survive. The earth will survive. Even if man perishes, the earth will survive, and so will animals. Animals would take over this whole thing if we were not here. So you think maybe that's why we were given charge of this place? So we can treat this place good? So it can continue to last. So then it says this. This is our life application part of that. Solomon is stating the profound truth that we cannot predict what the future holds. The only one who knows what will happen after we're gone is God. No human knows the future, so each day must be lived for its own value. Why don't people do that? Okay, you could plan a vacation for the month of June. And honey, when June get here, you're going to have a good vacation. But you know what? It says right here that when we are gone, God is the only one that's going to know what's going to happen. Okay? So no human knows the future. So each day must be lived for its own value. Solomon is arguing against the notion that human beings can take charge of their own destiny. In all our plans, we should look up to God, not just ahead to the future. There's a lot of things I can plan. But you know what? I pray about those things. Now, the thing is, if you're not a believer, all you got to do is meditate. See, and that's why I'm trying to give you a different kind of view of, number one, this Bible, and number two, God. God is not the way you think he is. And if you think God is allowing the Republicans to do this to us, you are wrong. This earth is supposed to be enjoyed by everybody. How can anybody enjoy the earth if all somebody's thinking of is money? How can you enjoy the earth if the only thing you're thinking about is mammon? No. It says right here, we should look up to the Lord for the future. And if you don't look up to the Lord for the future, then you need to meditate for your future. Say good things to yourself. Say kind words to yourself. I don't understand. Okay? So next time we're going to be on part 7, okay? Because I know that I'm coming to a close. Part 7 is pretty long, so I might have to chop that up. But I really pray that you guys are subscribed to my channel, listen to my channel, and understand and realize there's a lot of things in this book that is for everybody, no matter what. See? A lot of things that are only for certain people that believe on a level, yes. But there are so many things in here that people that don't go to church, that's not a believer, can benefit from. Okay? So I'm hoping you're going along with me. I hope you're reading this along with me, because that's not intimidating. The only way you're intimidated by this book is if you're a robber, a thief, a murderer, a liar. That's the only way you would not read this book, because you know this book. But you know what? If the liars and the murderers and the cheaters will read this book, they'll see a different way to go. Don't be scared of this book. This book is for everyone. Everyone. Except for the tribes that don't know it. Okay? Them tribes out there that don't know it, God already got something for them. Okay? Don't be like that man and going over there because you believe the Lord wants you to spread the gospel over there. The first time you went, God saved his life. Saved his life. And the fact that his life was saved is like a 1% chance out of 1,000 or something. So what does he do? He went back over there. If that wasn't dumb, I don't know what was. He went back over there and he got eaten. Now, was he supposed to go back over there? He had that strong feeling that they need to know the Bible. And what happened? They didn't even care about the Bible. Probably used it on firewood and ate him. Yes, they ate him. So this is the practical. This is the common sense part. Okay? This is the part that's easy. It's hard when you're a thief, because that's all you know. It's hard when you're a liar, because things are going to fall apart. But if you are practical, just for a little bit, read the practicality of the book, not the parts that you just want to read. Okay? And then you will be able to change a little bit so that you can enjoy the things on the earth that you have provided for yourself. So we can do what is meant for us, to enjoy the earth. Earth Day coming up, April 1st, April 4th, one of those. Enjoy the earth. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Okay? So this is Jeannie with me and you on a couch. I went a little bit too far over, but that's exactly where I'm going to stop now. I really hope you subscribe to my channel. I really hope that you can become a member of my channel and continue to listen to my channel, and also to get a benefit from my channel. Okay? All right, this is Jeannie with me and you on a couch. This is for educational purposes only, and also for the education of morality and practicality. Thank you so much, guys. You take care until next time. Bye.